All right, today I want to have a brief discussion, and hopefully brief, I'm always long-winded, of a Hunterworks Start Fresh stock versus a Hunterworks Start Fresh Dalton. Well, obviously the difference is what guts we put in it, what spring, flyweight, and helix we put in it. We put quote-unquote stock parts in there, whether they're actual Polaris or some that we get made here in the United States that are exactly the same, but probably even better, a little bit better quality than the Polaris stuff. But nonetheless, a stock setup versus a Dalton clutch kit one. First and foremost, you'll see the price. It's a couple $100 more for the Dalton setup, but scroll down our website page and see how much a Dalton clutch kit. On average, they're about $400, okay? So you'll never get a Dalton clutch kit for that price. Again, the quality of the materials is slightly better with the Dalton kit, and certainly the helix is billet, not cast, so that's a value. And lastly, you get adjustability with the Dalton clutch kit for larger tires, higher elevation, sand, higher horsepower output, whatever it may be. You have some adjustability that you can adjust for any growth that you may have in the vehicle. The stock is going to be for a guy who absolutely leaves his vehicle 100% stock, tires, everything, and just doesn't ask a lot out of it, okay? So keep that in mind. If that's you and you just don't require a lot out of it and you're tooling around, I'd go that route still. But anything you could think of that what I told you is value to you, you'll never get in a Dalton clutch kit for $200-something again. So go on and do it right then and there and be done with it. I'm just not a big fan of leaving it stock because most of us just don't use them in that manner or leave them that way. All right, now to incentivize you to do this, instead of charging you a $20 rivet install fee, we are now offering that free with Start Fresh kit. So what is that? All right, Dalton flyweights have tip rivets in them for these models on these Start Freshes, and they have to be mashed in. Some of them are 0.85 grain like this one that a vise can do. Some of them's 1.8 and so forth that it gets to where you really need a press. So that's the only pain in the butt part. So when you get your Start Fresh with Dalton, everything will be done except putting your flyweights in your primary clutch. Now back to the free rivet install. You'll see a link on the page for the Hunterworks Start Fresh with Dalton. Click here, go over there, select tire size, elevation, blah, 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 whatever it is. And then based on that, we take clutch kit instructions, go find what matches, take that rivet out, take your flyweights out, go to the press them in, and then highlight the instructions there. And then when you get it, you flip over and you go, hey, there's where they highlighted. What's that say? 2 long set screws. Okay, stick your flyweights in your new clutch, stick them in there, put your pivot pin in, your washers, of course. And once it's in, that is the time to take the little set screws that it tells you to use and the tool that comes in the kit and simply screw in the set screws to the bottom of the weight and you're done. It'll take you all of 10 minutes. So just keep in mind that it's not about the price. Obviously, it's more money, but I don't know that we make more profit this way or not. If we do, it's not a whole lot. To me, it's just a better value for you. If you're going to spend this kind of money, you might as well buy the best available today for your vehicle. And as mentioned in another video, don't forget about a Hunterworks belt. Might as well put a new belt on. And then lastly, I don't have one up here on my bench here, but an alignment tool. As I say in the other video, if you're going to go to this link, make sure the crank and the transmission shafts are spaced properly and lined properly so that when you put this back together, it'll run for thousands of miles. Got any questions on that? Todd@hunterworks.com.